So I did go to the grocery store a couple of weeks ago, and something I did notice was that whole chicken is always on the shelves and nobody's buying the whole chicken. Probably because some people are intimidated with what to do with it, and so I decided today I can show you how to do a whole roasted chicken. Let's get started. So making the brine is really easy. All you need is 200 milliliters of brown sugar and 125 milliliters of kosher salt and 2 liters of water. And you can add a little bit of herbs like basil or rosemary if you like. And I'm going to start with the sugar and the salt and 2 liters of water. And put it on high heat and a little bit of rosemary. And get it to a boil, then simmer it for a little bit, cool it down, and add the chicken and leave it in there for about a day. You can do it for about 8 hours or 10 hours or overnight as well. So here's a little trick for you that we do in the commercial kitchens. You put a wet rag underneath before you put your cutting board on. We use red cutting boards for proteins, just to make sure that it doesn't run around while you're working. So I have some Rossdown Farms chicken here from Lower Mainland, BC, and you can get any kind of chicken really at the grocery store, whatever you prefer to have. And I'm going to show you how to stress this chicken, like tie it. So you're going to take about a 3-foot long butcher's twine and grab it by the middle, and you're going to turn the chicken over. You can loop this around on the neck as more of an anchor. Then flip it around, bring the strings over the thighs, and you're going to go around the drumsticks, then make a knot. And make sure the drumsticks are going underneath the breast, so it props the breast up. And you can tie it again just to have it tighten here. And you're going to flip it again and do the wings backwards like this. If it's too hard to get them over, you can just pop it off the joint here. You're gonna tie it back on the neck so it holds them in place. What this does is that it holds the chicken propped up while it's roasting, and that's it. So it's nice and compact, and it looks puffy. So we are just going to make a seasoning now and roast it in the oven. So we're going to make a rub for the chicken after we brine it and stress it. There's some basic ingredients that you might have in your pantry. Chili powder, cumin, coriander, there's some brown sugar, kosher salt, garlic, and a little bit of nutmeg. So I'm not going to have really specific measurements. I'm going to use about like a half a teaspoon of each ingredient here, and about a teaspoon of brown sugar. Right. A little bit of salt, garlic, just a pinch of nutmeg, and I'm going to put some oil. And we are going to rub this on the chicken. So we got our chicken that was brined and stressed. We have a rub. We're going to put this on the chicken. Make sure you get it in the creases. when that's done, we're going to roast this in convection oven, 325 degrees Fahrenheit for about 50 minutes. It's really not that difficult to break down a chicken, especially if you learn how to do this. You can break down pretty much any kind of poultry, a duck or even a turkey. So you use a boning knife for that. So a knife with a curve on it, and if it's flexible, it's even better. So the trick is to not break the bones, just cut through the joints, and it makes it really easy to break the whole chicken down that way. You're going to start with the cavity here, cut it right by the thigh. This is just to cut the skin. Same on the other side. You're going to separate the legs and the breasts through the back and just run the knife through the skin again. So the chicken's in two pieces here, and I have not broken any bones. So then we are going to start with the legs. And what you're going to do is, there's a joint at the hip bone, and you're going to just try to pop that and cut it down through the joint. That's one leg, and same on the other side. I'm going to try to pop it, and same thing. I'm going to save the carcass. And moving on to the breast. So this is a little bit trickier than doing the legs, because you got to find the middle bone here, breastbone, and cut down through it. So all you're gonna do is follow the breastplate with your knife. And once you get closer to the wing, you're going to cut around the wing joint and take the breast off. And same on the other side. It helps when your knife's really sharp. Makes it very easy. Same on this side. I'm going to cut around the joint. And the two breasts. So the carcass, you can get the wings off of these if you like to make wings with some sort of brine, or you can make a stock out of this and do a soup later on. And these legs, we are going to cut them again through the joint. You can feel the joint here. And you're going to cut through it. So it's really the same idea for any kind of bird, duck,